one of the most entertaining conference calls I've ever been on. So thanks very much.
Of course.
Your next question comes from the line of Steve John with AngryMarks.com.
Why are they so angry? What's going on? Why are you guys so angry? Cool it.
You always ask that, Chris, but we're not angry today. We're happy to be on the call with you. And I want to know.
Happy Marks. Awesome.
Happy Marks.
There's a lot of talk on this call today about singles competition and being the past, present, and future of Impact Wrestling. And going back to that past, you two have both been X Division champions. So is that a singles title either of you are going to challenge Rob Van Dam for?
I mean, let's face it, we've both, in separate times in our careers, basically conquered the X Division. I'd like to say that we're both architects of that division. We both helped build it and establish it. And as far as, you know what, if we had an itch to do that, we'd scratch it. And that itch right now would be Rob Van Dam. And, of course, I mean, if that was on the agenda, of course one of us would go up against Rob Van Dam. But is it on the agenda? The world may never know.
Yeah, I've got a personal history with Bob. I mean, he and I have had some great matches in the past. And sometimes he's cheated to win, and sometimes I've defeated him valiantly. It's just a matter of scheduling. It's just a matter of choice. And if I decide to scratch it, like Francois says, of course I'll challenge Bob. I think Bob's a great champion at this point. He's got a lot of challengers coming his way. There's a tournament happening right now to see who faces him at Genesis. After Genesis is done, who's to say that Francois or myself couldn't be the next challenger for Bob Van Dam?
I think that would be fantastic, and it fits into the goal of monopolizing the TNA titles. You guys can challenge the winners of Sunday's match and get the world titles back, and then challenge the X Division title, the TV title, get all the titles.
Not a bad idea.
Oh, I wish I had thought of that. Oh, wait a minute, we did. All right.
Now, as a follow-up, you've mentioned on the line that the contenders are not worthy contenders right now, that obviously the champions are ducking the greatest tag team in the world. So how do you rate Joey Ryan, as a wrestler, and how do you rate his tag team with, going with Matt Morgan?
All right, now don't take what I said out of context. I never said that the challengers weren't worthy. Of course, a tag team comprised of big man Matt Morgan and sleazy Joey Ryan is championship worthy. I'm just comparing them to Francois and myself. We're two-time World Tag Team Champions of the world. We were undefeated through the course of June and July of 2012. That's truth. You can go back and check on Wikipedia. So I'm just saying, comparatively speaking, we're the better tag team. Yet for some reason, Chavo Guerrero III, Sean Hernandez Jr., they've decided to keep giving those guys opportunities. And I think it's more along the lines, it's not that they want to wrestle Matt Morgan and Joey Ryan. They would just rather not wrestle Bad Influence. And that's probably wise. The longer their title reign goes is directly proportionate to the amount of times they can continue to duck us.
That's fair. I appreciate the correction, and thank you for the time, and toasting an apple tea to you both on Sunday. Cheers.
I appreciate your candor in the matter, and I appreciate your fine manners. Francois Kazarian and yours truly, Christopher Daniels, and they should, because we're awesome. We're the reason that people are watching the show. We're the straw that stirs the drink. The girls want to be with us, and the dudes want to be just like us. That's what's happening. That's why we're the bad influence. Not bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good.
Love it, guys. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your next question comes from the line of Steve John with AngryMarks.com.
I thought you said they weren't angry, Steve.
Copacetic marks at this point.
Ugh. Steve, did we scare you? What happened? Where are you? Are you in the room, Steve?
Sorry, the phone was on mute. I apologize for that.
There he is.
Two quick questions. I'm sorry I can't get the operator to change the name of the site in mid-call, but if I could, I would. But
I got you.
For Francois, I have two questions. First of all, where is the Frankie Kazarian Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame? Is that in Yucca Valley or is that in Anaheim?
It's actually Yucca Valley is the town I was born and raised in. But no, the Frankie Kazarian Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, as we speak right now, is being constructed in Los Angeles, Chicago, and New York. We're covering the whole country because, let's face it, we have to. So as we speak right now, blueprints are being drawn up, plans are being made. Maybe not Chicago. Maybe just Los Angeles and New York.
No, Frankie. Boston put in a bid. Boston put in a bid because of your past in Massachusetts.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I cut my teeth in Boston, so I am Boston's favorite son. So plans are being drawn up, and we'll look into things internationally next year, perhaps to join up with the existing Christopher Daniels Hall of Fame in Glasgow. So.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And one other question. You've been mentioning Wikipedia a lot, so I decided to take a look at your bio on there, and it mentions that you were in a tag team called Bad Influence with Josh Galaxy. Now, obviously, you guys are the real Bad Influence today, but what about that team in the past?
That was many, 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 many years ago as a young lad breaking into the wrestling business, and it's a name that always fit me and that I always wanted to bring to a mainstream wrestling program, and it fits Christopher Daniels and myself way better than it ever fit any predecessor. So that's why we are Bad Influence, and we are the Bad Influence of TNA. Not bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good, just like Run DMC says.
All right.
Exactly. And Frankie was the one who came up with the name of the tag team back in the day. He was kind enough to offer it to me. Of course, I agreed because it's a great title, and like he says, it fits us better than any two men in the national scene.
I can't argue. I appreciate that, and I appreciate the old school hip hop reference as well. Thanks, gentlemen.